was old and overused and on the point of breaking. Everything, down to the furniture, showed its age and its weakness. Joel tried not to think about it, but it seemed that wherever his eyes went there was infirmity and uselessness. "Time for your breakfast, Joel," Liam told him, as if he didn't know. "I'm well aware of what time it is, Nurse Liam," Joel replied testily. "I've been living here for 5 years. 8 in the morning has never been anything else other than breakfast time. For over 1,800 days and counting, it's been breakfast time at 8 o'clock. All right. No need to get cranky, just making conversation." "Well, if that's your idea of making conversation, boy, then you have a great many things to learn." Liam sighed and tried to force a tight smile as he nestled the mini-table across Joel's lap. He was used to Joel. He might have even liked him. Sometimes. A little bit. Liam hated to be called boy, which, naturally enough, meant that Joel found frequent opportunities to deploy the word. It wasn't that he didn't like the young nurse, quite the opposite. He had always enjoyed the young man's company. It was just something about the way that he and all the rest of the staff at the home spoke to him during meal times, or when the medicine was being dished out, or at bedtime. A sort of false tonality, a sing-song quality that Joel was sure was supposed to be upbeat and cheerful, but somehow felt like the voice a teacher might use when checking a 10-year-old's homework. He opened his mouth to have another pop, but thought better of it. Nurse Liam was one of the increasingly small number of things about this nursing home that Joel actually liked. It was sometimes difficult for others to tell when Joel liked something, since his behaviour changed not a jot. Liam was in his mid to late 30s, a full 40 years younger than Joel, but had about his face a certain quality of elderliness. It was something about his eyes, a sort of wariness that suggested he'd walked a harder road than perhaps he should have. Everything else about him was ordinary enough. He was a handsome type, with a long narrow face and a ready smile. He was tall but not looming, and quite slim without appearing too skinny. There was nothing particularly special about him, except those blue eyes with their aged quality. His hands moved deftly, with the steady calm and assurance of a man who had worked in his field for years. There was a touch of gentleness about them too, a familiarity with delicacy and breakable things. Joel wondered if he was the breakable thing. He supposed that he was. Liam seemed to notice Joel biting his tongue, bottling up the urge to needle him further. His tense, forced smile relaxed into a more genuine one, and he cheekily tucked a napkin into the top of Joel's pyjamas and then darted out of range before the older man could rip it clear and throw it at him. "Insolent little," Joel started furiously. "I'll bring you some tea," Liam told him, laughing as he backed out of the room. Joel sulked. To think that he had decided against ribbing the man out of some sense of loyalty, and then the little shit had gone and stuck a bib on him like he was some kind of child. Worse again, he had almost forced Joel into uttering a swear word. Joel despised profane language. "You believe that, Miller? Can you believe the arrogance of children these days? The disrespect of them?" Miller breathed, in and out. "Miller, do absolutely nothing if you completely agree with me." Miller did absolutely nothing. He was an agreeable chap in that regard. He frequently agreed with anything Joel had to say on a variety of subjects. "Nice to have you on my side again, old boy. When he comes back in, I want you to give him the cold shoulder like only you can. Don't say a word to him." "Some tea, Mr. Monroe?" Liam asked as he made his way back in. "We're not speaking to you," Joel told the nurse matter-of-factly. After breakfast, Joel cleaned and dressed himself. He had been neglecting his appearance lately, which came as something of a surprise to him by the time he realised it. All his life he had been somewhat fussy about his appearance. His clothes were a symbol of his position in society. A small business owner, a working man. He wore his clothing as a uniform, that passers-by might know his rank and station. Up in the mornings to prepare for work, he'd wash, shave and fix his hair before donning his shirt and tie and making his way to the garage. A shirt and tie.